listen to this, would be way out to say. Kids, you want to come up here? There's really so much space for Debbie and David, D&D. Again, just please bear with me. Let me take it as an example. Imagine I love somebody very much. And they say to me, listen to me, I'm giving up on the world. I'm a drug addict. I'm this, I'm into real heavy drugs. Can't stand it anymore. And if you love me, you got to be with me all the way. As an example. Okay, I love this person so much. Okay, I say, listen, you got to become a drug addict also. Possible, right? Which happens all over the world. Right? Possible. Okay, that means I'm going to kill myself for you too. Maybe it's a high way of loving. That means I'm not carrying you. I'm just ready to be buried with you. I'm ready to be buried next to you. But listen to this, sweetest friends. Imagine if I would be strong enough in the most way out thing, and if I'm very strong, if my mind is strong in my head, I don't know how, maybe drugs was a bad example, but anything in the world. If I could say to this person, I'm absolutely going down to your level, but I want you to do me one favor. I want to carry you. And you know where I'm carrying you? While you're dead, and while I'm defiled, I'm carrying you to the Holy Land. I'm carrying you to a place where you'll be fixed. While I'm carrying you, I'll be defiled, you'll be dead. Not really, but something looks bad, right? But I'm fixing it. Now listen to this. You know what happened when Eve ate the forbidden fruit? And really you have to think of it in a very deep way. I'm sure you think of it sometimes. Before Eve ate the forbidden fruit, we were living forever. You know what that means? Absolutely, the life force, the energy we felt came from another place, right? Because dying does not mean at a certain time, suddenly your time is up and you die, God forbid. That means our life is on a finite level, right? And before, the life force we had came from another world, right? Came from heaven. Right? So the mother says, when Eve ate the forbidden fruit, you know what happened to her? She felt this absolute change. She felt, I'm dying. Might be maybe only after 1,000 years, after 900 years, doesn't matter. But she felt, I'm dying. And she came to Adam. She had nobody else in the world. She came to Adam and she was crying. And she says, Adam, I'm dying. I don't want to die alone. I'm afraid to die alone. So if you remember Adam, Mamish loved his wife so much. So he says, okay, I'll also eat it and I'll die also. You know what? He says, okay, I'll die with you. This is very high, but this isn't the way it should be. You see what it is? Like after you get out of Egypt, if someone comes to you and says to you, listen, I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm dying. You take this person and you say, okay, I'm going to defile myself with you. I'll be half dead because of you. Nevertheless, I'll carry you till we get to Jerusalem. Okay, remind me to come back. I just want to share this with you. So everybody says, you know, a woman, when she gives birth to a baby, that's the highest experience in the world, right? The most godlike thing in the world, bringing a baby to the world. You come out from this, God forbid, and you're impure. The way. How did the downfall of the world begin? Adam said to Eve, I'm ready to die because of you. Obviously he didn't know how to do it. That needs a lot of fixing. So I want to share this with you. You know what it means to be a good mother? Every mother is ready to say to a child, because of you I'll be holy. The question is, how much are you ready to become unholy for your baby? How much are you ready to go to the lowest depths for your baby? Let's put it on a very simple level, Every father and mother is ready to be called from the principal of the school. Listen, your son or your daughter, the greatest pupils we've ever had in the whole school, right? But imagine if everything goes wrong. How ready are they ready to go and help their child, right? On a simple level. I have seen children calling up their parents, telling them, I just got my PhD in Berkeley and I'm awarded the highest honors at the University of Berkeley. Would you please be my guest tomorrow? Wow, Mr. Moshe Lacone comes from Brooklyn. But imagine the son calls him up, he says, I blew my mind on drugs yesterday, I'm just dead. Can you please come and help me? He has a business meeting and just now, I'll come in a few weeks and just tell me how much money do you need. I'll send it to you. Get it. It's very beautiful and sweet, but it isn't. It isn't. And if I can say so, it says you should be a nation of priests and holy people. What does it mean? Holy people means be holy. Priests are for the other people. Priests are people who can become unholy for other people. But you know what it is? You think he stops being a high priest? God forbid. A high priest does not stop being a high priest, and he does not stop being holy while he's defiling himself. You see, the secret of life is, how holy can you be when you're defiled? Not how holy are you when you're holy. Everybody can be holy when they're holy. How holy are you when you're not holy? How high are you when you're low? That's the secret of life. How filled of light are you when it's dark? When it's light, everybody is filled with light. Why not? How much light do you have when it's dark? Everybody is ready to believe in God. You stand in Yerushalayim and you dance by the holy wall. It's beautiful. How much do you believe in God when you are just on your way to the gas chambers? That's the essence. This is a priest. You know what a priest is? What is a priest doing in the holy temple? People come there defiled, heartbroken, low. There's darkness. And the priest takes them and he washes their soul. But again, you know something? What it says to Aaron, don't ever defile yourself for your own purpose, not even for your family. Anything which has to do with your ego or yourself, you got to be holy. Only when there's nobody there. That means mamish on the level of fixing, right? Okay, let's go back to what we were learning last week. It says, Kedoshim Tiyu, God says, be holy. And then it says, Ish ima va'oviv tero, fear your mother and your father. And then it says, and keep Shabbos. Everybody's asking, how come in the Ten Commandments God says, honor your father and your mother? And here in Kedoshim it says, the mother first. There it says the father first, and it says the mother first. So I want to share this with you. Obviously, right now we are talking about the fixing. Who began this whole thing that you need fixing is our Mother Eve, right? It says, Ish ima va'oviv tero. You got to fix, you got to stand in order for your mother and your father. So let's start all over again. Kedoshim Tiyu means I have to be holy. But you know something? I can learn by myself to be holy. But what are my parents to teach me? Which I can only learn from my parents. The holiness of my parents, they are teaching me how